Just heading through a village towards the top of the loop. We're on the second loop, around about 25k from the finish. Little windy roads there. We just had a left-hand turn where one of the Matador riders clipped a wheel. He had a minor crash. I don't think he's quite all right. He picked himself up, but he's got a bit of chasing to do to get back onto this group, and they're moving pretty quick at this stage. They're around 40 kilometers an hour just through this windy bit. Note the condition of the road. There's a little bit of everything. It's a concrete seal. It's got a few gaps between the left and the right hand side of the road, as you can see down there. Not the good place to put your wheel in, and when you're in a group that's congested like this, that's one of the hazards of being on a road such as this. Just a sharpish little climb here, but they're all staying together pretty nicely at this point. Predictions for the second half of the race: I suspect it's going to be a bunch sprint, I suspect, but there will be people trying to get away, and I think the last 8 to 10k are going to be important times for the time trialers in the group to really chance their arm and try and get away. So that would be in around about 15 to 20k time. I'd expect that to be happening, and everyone will want to cover those breaks because everyone wants the line honours and the glory of winning this stage. Just a lone rider up the road, about 10-second gap, chancing his arm, giving it a go. I'm not so sure that it's going to work. It's one of the Rujai riders. It's back to about 3 seconds now, the gap. Lovely scenery as we have the rubber tree plantations through this particular area. Coconut palms and rubber trees. Big part of the local farming industry here. As we see the commissaire's vehicle come through, it's important that he has a good view of what's going on. At this stage of the race, all the nerves are out of the system, everyone's pretty well behaved. lot of very close marking in the race now. It'd be pretty hard to get away, but if anyone did get away, you notice the roads are very windy, so it's not that difficult to get out of sight. And when you're out of sight, you can be out of mind, and people give up. The rest of the bunch may give up chasing, as we saw happen yesterday with a solo breakaway for around 60 kilometers, the Allied World Rider. So we're out on the side of Phang Nga towards James Bond Island. Very pretty country out here, and made particularly famous for the James Bond film, the 007 film, many years ago. Road conditions here very nice, very smooth roads, very fast. We see prominence of James Bond Island in the over in on the front and to the side. Water stop up ahead. This could be quite a perilous time for the guys that are taking a bottle. It can be a bit of helter-skelter in the bunch. Of course, they're being well served by the motorcycle